Santa Rosa Junior College Web Development 1, Class 4. This week you're going to begin your midterm project. You will create 2 pages of a 4-page website. The assignment requirements are that you create a draft prototype that includes a home page and a habitat page. Note, you can take your wiki.html page from last week that is in Module 3 and copy and paste that page and the images associated with that page and place them in your Module 4 folder. For your habitat page, you will be creating an entirely new page. The habitat page needs to identify the geographic locations where your animal can be found. You can get that information from Wikipedia as well. In addition to that, you're going to be creating a navigation system or a way to get from page to page, and this is going to be done using an unordered list, and that list will be at the top of each HTML page. All 4 of the pages that will be in this website will have the exact same navigation system. For this week, you're creating 2 pages where that navigation system is going to be present. You're going to define a link that connects to an embedded element with the matching ID, and you'll see that in my video example. You're going to define at least one link that connects to an email message. You're going to define an absolute link so it links to a page outside of your Module 4 folder into an outside website. And you're going to make sure that each page has a unique title tag value. Then you're going to validate your pages using either the Web Developer Toolbar or the validator at w3.org. In either case, you're going to take a screenshot of that validation. Now, this example page here can be used to help you lay out your pages, and this is at a site called CodePen. So I'm going to open this site on a new tab so you can get an idea of what the page is going to look like. Now, as you see here in the top of this page, you see the HTML code, and below it you see the content that someone would see when they looked at a web page. So as you can see here, I've got my navigation at the top, and there are links to 4 different pages. Even though you only are building 2 of them, you should create the navigation system to include all 4 of those. So you see you've got your doc type, your HTML lang, your head tag, your meta tag, your title tag, which is going to have a different value inside of here for your home page and a different value for your habitat page. Then once the head closes and the body opens, we have an unordered list, and I've created 4 list items, and each of those list items has some text and it has a link to a page within that Module 4 folder because they're all going to the name of a page without going to a subdirectory. So we see a href, home, habitat, behavior, and about, and we close those list items. The easiest thing to do is to copy this portion of the code and reuse it on both of your pages. At this point, either reuse your wiki.html page and utilize the content inside of there, but since you have to create a second page, then you're going to create that from scratch and utilize the same tags that we have here. An H1 tag for the headline, an img space src tag for a link to an image related to your animal and his or her habitat. Then 2 paragraphs of text talking about the specific animal. And then you see there is a horizontal rule and the use of a href that has a value that starts with the word mail to. And this is what causes, when someone clicks on a link like this, this is what causes a email program to open up with this email address already inside of it. You, of course, will be using your email address. So when I check your page and I click on where it says contact me or to learn more about this animal, contact me, it's going to take me to my email program, which will already address the email and define the subject. But you have to follow this exact pattern to make sure that that works properly. Okay? Now that I have created all of the content for my habitat page and my home page, which, as I already said, can be the same content from your wiki page, I'm going to follow the step-by-step instructions here. I'm going to create a subfolder inside of CS50A called Module 4. I'm going to open up the Phoenix Code Editor. I'm going to review those assignment instructions above, and I'm going to create and save both the home and the habitat page and place them inside of Module 4. Let's take a look at that. So here's my CS50A folder here, and we see I've created a new folder inside of CS50A called Module 4. I've put my images in here. I put them in a folder called Assets. You might call that Images. It doesn't really matter as long as you know the name of it and you notice that it's lowercase. And I've created my home and my habitat page, which I will show you now. I'm going to go to Phoenix Code Editor, and we see there's my home page and my habitat page. On both the home and the habitat page, notice lines 1 through 15. Lines 1 through 15. They're exactly the same. So I went to CodePen and I copied lines 1 through 15. That's the doc type, the HTML, the head, the meta tag, the title tag, which I'm going to change later. For each individual page, it has to be specific to that page. Then I open the body tag, then I create my unordered list, and I close my unordered list. That I copied from the CodePen website, and then I pasted it onto this page and created a new page and pasted it there as well. Once I've reviewed all the assignment requirements and I've saved both of those pages and I made sure that they were inside of the Module 4 folder, and I want you to practice using the web development toolbar on files that are being checked locally. So rather than clicking to publish, the first step I'm going to do is to do a live preview. So I'm going to click on this icon right here. And then after I click on that icon, I'm going to choose which browser I want to preview the page in. I'm going to open it in Firefox. And once it launches in Firefox, I'm going to use my web developer toolbar, but I'm going to use it slightly differently. I'm going to click Web Developer Toolbar, and I'm going to say Validate Local HTML because this page is on my computer. So I'm going to this is a way that you can validate your page before you even send it to a website. So I click Validate Local HTML, and I see the document checking is complete, and I could then take my screenshot of this. Once I've done that, I go back to Phoenix Code Editor, and then I click the Publish icon right over here, and then I click the Publish button. That opens on the web, and if I've already done my validation, I don't have to do that again. But what I would have to do here is copy this link, go back to my homework instructions, click Take the Quiz, choose my file and place my screenshot here, and then here I just want to review something that I've asked you to do last week, and I want you to start doing this. I want you to paste your link in here, click on the 3 dots, click External Link, and place a link so then when I check the homework, that's underlined and all I have to do is click on it. At this point, if you've Install the Web Developer toolbar on any of your browsers, make a screenshot of that, and you get an extra credit point there. And then you submit your quiz, and you've begun your midterm project and completed the Class 4 assignment.